Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the DTF pod. Today we'll be talking about a few topics, starting with Donald Trump. We also got Dillon Danis versus Logan Paul, the Bobby and Drake beef, and Fousey going to a mental rehab again.
Fousey going to hell and back,
dude. Yes, and just some anime because we're fans. So stick around if you want to hear that. Let's get into it.
Yo,
what's up, bro?
Welcome back to the pod. We
up,
missed
bro?
last week. Well, we didn't miss, but audio got corrupted.
Had a little technical difficulties.
So that sucks. But
we're back. We're
basically everything we're touching on, we're just kind of like following up and like I guess reiterating.
Yeah.
Last time because it's still like
with a few more.
We're still
things,
talking about it.
Yeah. yeah.
Like
People
for
are still
example,
talking
like
about stuff.
the Fousey shit.
Dude, the Fousey thing is an ongoing for. It seems like forever now.
Forever. And you know what's crazy? Like, Fousey's genuinely like entertaining.
Dude, I mean I did see that and I agree.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like how do you even explain that kind of content? It's like just obnoxious, but like, see, I don't even know how to say about it.
Dude,
like,
he's just throwing.
You can't
tantrums.
look away. You can't look away.
It's hard to not look away because the tantrums are just like, wow, I can't believe he's actually doing that.
Dude, there's so many clips I've seen already, and we've sent each other like, where he's at a restaurant or like just going psycho.
You know, I think the craziest ones were is like whenever he goes to that guy. I think his name is Jack Doherty or something like that. Daugherty.
Yeah.
And immediately like he just like comes up. He's like all chill. You can tell he's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
He's like, "Are those your cars? Is that your Lamborghini and McLaren?" He's like, "And that's your $1 million house." He's like, "And you retired your parents?" Handshake. Good shit, man. But fuck you. You wouldn't have any of this shit without me.
He goes in on him too hard,
dude.
Bro.
He goes in on him way too much. I'm like, bro, can you chill?
Yeah.
Like, obviously he's fucking jealous. That's why he's asking and like all pissed and shit.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, Fousey is like this 33-year-old guy, and this Jack Doherty guy.
He's like a 19-year-old.
He's 19 YouTuber, like doing
successful.
He does
but
like
he's been YouTube
prank
like
skits
forever though.
Stuff. Yeah.
Have you seen any of his videos?
No, not that I remember.
He's more of a trolling.
I thought he was. I confused him with that one guy that does like. I think he does car videos. Mm-hmm. It's another young kid.
Oh yeah, no, I think I know who you're talking about. He used to hang out with Jake Paul or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
The blonde dude. No, I mean I've seen a couple of his videos with the Island Boys because like, you know how the Island Boys act like all hard and shit.
Dude.
Well, he like pranks them like hardcore all the time.
No way.
Yeah, he pranks them and like I guess they're like friends because they're chill with like him pranking them or like trolling them like
Dude.
in IRL though.
Those guys are weird, bro. Like, how can you act tough right after they're twins and you kiss your own brother, bro? Like,
no,
in the lips,
not even
like,
just kissing.
Out,
it's like in love type shit.
Dude, it's weird.
And bro, and you know what's crazy too is that like you know how they hacked super hard.
Yeah.
And like they're trying to fight. And they just look like
they look like
twigs,
so
bro. They look so twigs.
They look like Logan did when he fought Mayweather.
Dude, but I guess back to the Fousey shit is like it's weird how he just goes in on him, and then like Jack like finally calms him down. Like, he's like, "Okay, you're cool now. You're not gonna be like too much."
He's like, "You chilled out."
And then Fousey's like, "Nah, yeah, we're good." Like they're talking, and then it's like, "So when you got the kick deal done?" He's like, how much are you getting? He's like, "Oh, I'm signing that shit tomorrow with Aiden. Yeah, I'm going to his house." Dude, he's like on one. I think he's on drugs or something.
For sure. He says he's not, but like, how can you be on this level of like hype for 24? Because he does like the 24-hour streams,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
how
like
do
remember
that.
how I was like, we were talking about it Friday night, and I was like telling him how like
he pauses his streams.
In Vegas.
Oh.
Like he was super hyped and he was acting all crazy, but like. I like, in my opinion, if I was in his position, I'd probably be acting the same way. Not like where he's throwing tantrums, but where he's super hyped because he's about to get like $15 million just deposited in his bank for streaming.
Yeah.
So like I understand that, but for how long it's been going on, now it's starting to feel like he's on drugs or like he's just losing his mind. Or something.
But I would get that if it was like, a few days, maybe a week. But
it's
this
been like
guy's
a month
been
or
going
something.
2 months, nonstop. So it's like. And even before he got the deal, he was still kind of like at that crazy level, like when he was just streaming on Twitch.
Dude, it's
he was just
so
going
funny.
crazy. Yeah, it's been ramped up. I would say that because he's just. But I think it's been ramped up because before it was just him streaming alone, and so nobody really wanted to stream with him. But now that he's gonna get that kick deal, everybody's like, oh, like he went with Nadia, like another popular.
Well, not even that. It's just that people are just tuning in.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's the deal. It's just like he's actually getting crazy viewers.
Yeah, but like I'm saying like because that deal with Kick, so now he's able to, because obviously if you're on Twitch you can't stream with people from Kick, so now they're like, oh yeah, we'll stream together, and all the big people on Kick is where like, I guess
they let
you
do
could
whatever
say,
you want, basically.
yeah, like the big people from Twitch that got banned and all that stuff, they're like on Kick, so like the culture kind of shifted a little bit there. So that's what I'm saying, like all the hype kids and everything like that following Aiden and you know Kai Cenat and all that stuff, they're over there on Kick, you know.
Dude, it's actually crazy, like like him going to Miami, like he was still acting kind of crazy, but he was chill. Yeah. But that last day leading up to him getting arrested,
oh my god,
it's actually like insane. Like he's like lost his mind type shit. Where with Jack Daugherty, I know we haven't finished that, but like he was just talking to him chill, and then as soon as he was asking for Prime drink or something like that. Yeah. Logan Paul's drink, and then like he was acting chill, and then as soon as he gets the Prime, he's like, "Nah, fuck you, I'm Timothy. All that shit. I'm worth $50 million. I'm worth more than you." Yes, and then Jack's like, "Okay, pull up your bank account. Let's see if you're worth more than me." And he's like, "Why don't I have money right now?" It's like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, "But I don't need that to know my worth."
Dude, he's mental, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I don't know if it was the lack of sleep because they said he was like on a bender. Or if
he was on drugs. Can he be on a bender without drugs and alcohol?
That's why. Or he's on drugs, or he like legit is losing his mind.
Yeah.
And I think the craziest part was, I think this is fucked up. I don't know what you think of it, bro. And you can tell the viewers what you think. But I think I guess he was like a Twitch streamer. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he was trolling Fousey, saying he's gonna kill him and all that shit. And that's why he called the cops and like was like acting all crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can elaborate a little bit on that. I'll tell you what I think
of that.
Yeah, the guy.
I think it's fucked up. Personally.
Basically, Fousey just got back from like these streams where he was with these kids.
Yeah,
I say kids because he's like 19.
Jack
bro.
is 19,
and this guy's like fucking around with them.
33.
Whatever.
And, dude, he slapped the fuck out of him.
Yeah, he slapped him too, which is like another separate discussion we can have right now. But basically, Fousey gets back to his hotel, and there's this guy that's been trolling him because, and if you see the guy's videos, he literally says like, just because he's obnoxious and like annoying, I'm gonna do this to him. So he's like intentionally gonna make him lose his mind. So what he does is he starts calling his family. He openly admits it too on his videos. He's like, yeah, I was calling his mom and like his sister or brother or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he was like messing with them. And then he ends up figuring out where Fousey is staying for the night in Miami. And he's calling the hotel and he's pretending to be his manager that's going to check up on him. So they patch him up to the room. And so he gets to talk to Fousey, and then he's like, "Oh, like, who do you think you are?" He's just threatening him basically, and like, so that kind of leads to like Fousey swatting himself basically, swatting himself while that guy swatted him because he was like, "Fousey threatened me on live, right?"
Yeah.
So he gets double swatted, and then people are like, "Dude, this guy just lost his mind because you know he's doing that shit," and then they end up handcuffing him on live and taking him to. I thought it was jail, but then they said, "Oh, we're taking him to a mental clinic."
So okay, like, I think the threats though, being that big, are not taken lightly though too. Because like if I was in Fousey's position, I'd probably think they're legit. You know, people are so fucking crazy nowadays.
Yeah. Dude, it happens all the time. Streamers talk about it all the time. They get swatted. Like there's crazy people.
Well, not even swatted. The guy saying that he's gonna kill Fousey.
Yeah.
So like I would have taken it serious, but I think Fousey took it like the way Fousey acts is kind of childish, right? And irrational. So the way he did it obviously was not the correct way to like go about it. He was like thinking like, "Oh, I want the cops to protect me," but obviously they're not going to be doing that shit all day. But I would have taken probably the death threat seriously too.
Yeah, and I think a lot of what it is with him, and I mean I'm not a doctor or anything, but it seems like the guy has like a god complex. Like everything's about him. Like.
Oh yeah,
like so he's saying like all these times where he was saying like, "Oh, they're trying to get famous off of me." Like, bro, you're barely coming back. Relax. And when he's talking shit to this Jack Doherty guy, like, bro, you were famous like 10 years ago. Relax, you know. You're barely getting back into it, and he's talking about like, "Oh, I'm your father. Like, I'm sonning you. Like, I paved the way for you." Like, bro, okay, but then you fucked it up.
No, dude, the funniest shit was with Neon. You know how Neon just talks so much shit. I don't like Neon. I don't know why the fuck he's famous.
I don't get it.
But
when you told me that, sorry to cut you off, but when you told me that he had more viewers than Fousey on Kick, I lost my mind. I was like, what the hell?
And dude, it's a lot
of why are they
viewers.
watching? Yeah, he had like
40,000.
40,000. Yeah.
So yeah, Neon was talking shit to Fousey, and then Fousey's just like sitting there like listening, like basically not giving a fuck. He's like, okay, well, how about this? How about since your security's on here, I fucking dip your face into that table, and then I take you to the pool and drown the fuck out of you.
Yeah, dude, he's too much.
Dude, it's like too much.
Way too much.
And then Neon was like, okay, chill. It's like, it's just a prank, bro. Basically.
Yeah. It's a social experiment. Holy
They're trying to prank him.
Yeah, dude, he's too much, bro.
It's like, know your place, which I agree. Neon should shut the fuck up, like chill out, like, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why he's disrespecting everyone.
But I don't know why he's doing that, especially after he's already been like they got him once, right? Unless it was a fake thing, but
no, they look like they got him for sure. That was too much, too.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the Fousey thing, man. I think it's a mixture of things. Like he thinks too highly of himself, where he needs to be humbled a little bit. You know,
he for sure needs to be humbled. Like I'm surprised Jack, like inviting him and then letting Fousey do that while he has a security there. Like, dude, I would have I wouldn't have let Fousey do that. Like, first of all, disrespecting him. Like,
that's
by
a big
the
thing
water.
You said too. The security guards didn't do shit.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, I would have told the security guards like that night you're fired. Honestly, fuck y'all.
Yeah, and I think on top of all that,
water in the fucking house and shit. Yeah.
And on top of all that, I think it's a lot of people don't realize the stress that goes into entertaining like your stream.
Yeah.
Because you have 40,000 people, you know, you have to entertain.
But when he got arrested, he had 80,000.
Yeah. So it's like, think about just doing that for like 2 hours, 3 hours. But this guy's doing it for like 24 hours. So like the stress of entertaining.
No,
people.
It got to his head.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he is pretty famous. Like that's actually a lot of viewers, concurrent.
No,
viewers.
yeah.
That's a big deal for current.
You can't deny
especially
those
on
numbers.
Kick. It's not like a Twitch like very established platform type of thing.
Yeah, I think most of the praise that he was getting was like you can't deny those numbers, right? At a certain point.
Yeah.
And so,
but I do think he has the God complex that you're saying.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Like little man syndrome or some shit. Yeah.
I don't know.
Or short man.
He's
syndrome.
egotistical or something.
Yeah.
He's just too self-centered. Like everything was about him. He was going on rants. He went to Vegas of all places. This is a guy that he had to like become sober and all this shit. So like Vegas of all places, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And then so in Vegas, he was going on all these rants like, oh, I can fire you whenever I want, like all this shit. Like, bro, you were literally just dude. He was literally like not even a month ago was crying on. I know you don't like H3, but he's crying on H3's pod like, yeah, I did all this shit. I got knocked down from the world. Basically because he lost those boxing fights. And then he had an altercation with Bryce Hall where he like basically slept him.
Let me touch on that.
Yeah, go for it.
It's crazy. I got to give props to Fousey, even though he's already had a following his whole life. Or not his whole life, since the beginning of YouTube.
Yeah, you're always going to have like...
someone, but and it helps. It's easy to build on that. But you got to give him props where... Like he was like super, like he gained a lot of following, became famous. He thought Drake was gonna come to his concert. Obviously he didn't, and then he fell. And then he comes back. What's it called? Sorry, he comes back, and he is on that. What is that, like content creator house or some shit like that?
Oh, are you talking about the show with Bryce?
Yeah, that's the one where Bryce knocks him out.
It wasn't it was like
it was a content creator house. It was like a reality house.
Yeah, it was kind of like a big brother type thing.
Yeah, it was like kind of like Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
It's like Jersey Shore, but all content creators. And Fousey's on there. You know, he fucking stirs the pot. You know, people start tuning in because Fousey's on there, and then obviously he's on drugs the whole time. Yeah. So Bryce like knocks him out because he's being too much.
Yeah,
and then he fell off again from that.
He pushed the girl. That's why he
fell off from that though. Yeah. And then he comes back for the fight. He says he's sober. Super cut.
He goes super hard.
And then Deji fucks him up. And then I think Slim fucked him up. Well, I don't know who else messed him up, but. And then he falls off again. And then he comes back again with this stuff. And it's like, bro.
He doesn't quit, bro.
He doesn't quit, but that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, to be able to rebuild kind of your fan base that many times, it is hard.
Yeah, because like at this point, they would think like, all right, Fousey, just give it
away.
You know what I mean?
Just throw in the towel.
But it's crazy how he's able to motivate people, even though like he has all these fallacies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's like it's just crazy because like I just can't, dude. A month ago or like a month and a half ago, he was like, "Yeah, I was considering like working for Uber, like all this shit."
Yeah.
And now he's like going too crazy. It's like, bro, God,
dude. I mean, you have to admit though, he knows what people want to like see. Cause like I think the perfect example of this is when he's on Bradley Martin's podcast.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I'm gonna expose the fuck out of Jake Paul," and people were clicking thinking like Jake Paul's a fucking dick, right? But in fact, he.
Yeah,
he's
he
a
can
nice
clickbait.
guy.
He
yeah.
can clickbait.
He knows how to clickbait people, bro. He knows how to draw people in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake Paul's ended up being a good guy. Just to finish that topic.
Yeah. I don't really know anything else to say about him. I mean, I hope he's doing well.
So, I mean, this podcast is filmed on Friday, the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
So, or the 26th, actually, Saturday. And Fousey got arrested when? This past week? Like on Monday or something?
I think it was, yeah.
I'm surprised he's not
Monday,
out or
Tuesday.
something.
Well, he was going to go
to
be
3 days.
To the mental?
Yeah, I thought he was going to get out of 3 days.
I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure. I hope he's doing all right. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing the content again that he's put the clips and everything that comes out. You know, it's entertaining, bro.
He's gonna come back normal though. I think.
That's what he did last time supposedly, but we'll see. We'll see on that.
I think, shit, man. Like whoever's therapist is fucked up. Honestly.
Yeah, dude. Well, you saw the clip where he's talking to her, and then she's like,
yeah.
When was the last time you drank? And he's like, I love you. And he hangs up on her.
No, yeah, dude. That was so funny how he calls her and is like, yeah, I've been sober this whole time. She's like, yeah, you've been sober after that plane incident. The airport incident.
and everybody thought that he was sober then.
Yeah, because he was claiming to be. And that's why he was like saying he didn't take advantage of that girl or whatever.
What a trip.
Dude, that guy's blowing up my Twitter, bro. Or he was, not anymore. But him and Keem Star.
Yeah, dude. That's funny because he's like, yeah, we're best friends. And then he's like, well, yeah, I was only best friends with him because you got to keep your enemies closer. I was like,
bro, you know what's funny? It's funny that you mentioned that because you keep on mentioning how he's always saying, like, nah, that was Fousey. Like, I was playing a character back then.
Yeah.
But now I'm Yusuf. And I guess Fousey came back because he's like, I'm Fousey, free Fousey too.
Dude,
when he got arrested.
I'm telling you, bro. He's like blurred the lines. Like, he's lost, bro. He's lost in the sauce.
He got lost in the sauce, bro.
Yeah, because he was saying the whole time, like, he was like, nah, that the crazy guy, the one that wanted all the attention, no, that's Fousey. But now I'm Yusuf, like himself. And then he's back to it. So I don't know, man.
Dude, I feel so bad for him because, like, you know how he kept on talking about like wanting to retire his parents, and he had done that when he was like popping off on YouTube, but he had to sell their house, the cars, and everything so he can like survive.
Dude, that's what I don't get because he was like he could have done it ages ago.
He could. Well, he did technically. Like he bought him a mansion and stuff like that, but like whenever he fell off and like.
Oh, he had to sell their house.
He sold their house. He sold their house that he bought for them, and the cars, and then like he was like saying like, oh, I'm not gonna tell my parents because like the kick deal, I don't know if it's gonna go through or not. And then like he calls his dad on stream. He's like, Dad, I'm gonna retire you, I promise.
Oh my
it's like,
God.
bro, he doesn't even listen to him. So he's excited. So
yeah,
can't blame him. But it's just funny.
I think anyone would be to retire their parents.
Everyone was doubting him that he wasn't gonna sign, and I mean, obviously he hasn't signed yet.
Yeah, I don't think he will anymore.
Hopefully he does.
We'll see what happens.
I hope for his case he will, but like maybe he should tone it down to like 10 hours a day or something.
For sure, bro. That's way too much.
Yeah.
Even people that like play video games, like
they don't like
that's a big help too because you're playing a video game. So it's like
you're sitting down.
Yeah, that you're getting, but like just making the content you're out of yourself. It's like
and you're just running around the city.
Yes, bro. I don't know how you do that.
Honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't gotten in a fight with anyone.
You know what? You know what I think is crazy about that? Just to kind of finalize my thoughts on it is that people like older generations, like our parents, they're probably thinking like, what are you talking about? That doesn't seem hard, right? But like actually entertaining a audience like that just by yourself is like it's super hard.
A lot of people think he's so entertaining, and it was entertaining, but I think like it was too extreme. I think it was like on the line.
I think everybody expected it to come to an end.
Yeah,
because it was like. You know what I mean?
I thought Vegas was the top of it or the tip of it.
Yeah.
And it was just like it just kept on going up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Once he started interacting with all those other like,
I think the Miami just like it was like another step.
Miami was worse than Vegas, if you can believe that.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, I think you guys should just hop on TikTok. It's probably all over there.
Yeah. Just look up Fousey and man, you'll go down a rabbit hole.
Dude, I mean, another thing that's been going on is Dillon Danis trolling Logan Paul.
Oh my God, talk about crazy guys.
Too many crazy guys, right? What do you think of that, man?
I think, and I think we've talked about it, you and me, but
we haven't talked about it in the pod.
The line, right? There's a line, and he definitely crossed it, but at the same time, people don't give a shit because of the person that Logan Paul is, right?
Well, I think one good point that Dillon Danis brought up was that, like, oh, if Logan was doing it, it'd be okay. KSI and Logan, they both would be like they don't care about lines being crossed. They'll just say whatever like they want to say.
Well, clearly,
but then like the opposite happens, and they're like, oh no, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, that's why. No, clearly because like everybody's like, dude, they're like Logan Paul right now. He has like no redeeming anything right now, like, because he can't really stand on any ground because he's like, if anything he does is they'll be like, bro, you literally like are doing business with your brother's enemy, like you slept with your brother's girl, like what are you talking about?
What is wrong with him?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
He's like a fucked person.
Where are your loyalties? Like what are you talking about?
And it's crazy to see that Jake Paul is more mature than him.
No, for sure.
Like he's like saying like I forgive him. He's my brother. You know, like I can't be like that with him. But like at the end of the day, he's like always trying to screw him over. It's weird. It's a weird like thing, and then like the way he was with George too, I can't get over that. It's like too much.
Yeah, that George thing was a lot, bro, and like that's why a lot of people I feel like are kind of realizing the kind of person that he is.
And when I say George, I'm talking about how like he belittles him.
Yeah.
He tells him like, nah, like God is fake, like you're fucked up.
Yeah. Well, George is a really religious person, just so you guys know.
And I don't see an issue with like having your own opinions. I think everyone should have their own opinion. But I think like telling George to his face like all this stuff is like, oh, come on, bro. Like you're not a real friend if you're like saying that stuff.
Yeah, I mean you can say things, but like you don't have to be a douche about it, right? Like just talk it out, like boys.
Yeah, I think not even like it's like there's no issue with talking it out either. It's just the way he said it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like don't be a douche about it, you know?
And I think it's just like Logan has like a superiority, or how do you say it?
Superiority complex too. Yeah.
Just like Fousey, the same shit.
For sure.
And like his ego is just too much. He's too arrogant.
Yeah. I think he's also kind of like, dude, that guy has also been forgiven for so much too on the internet wise.
Bro, I wouldn't even say forgiven. Like I think he thinks he's like the Kardashians famous.
Well, I just think in the way that like he's done shit and people just move on. Like how did he not completely get canceled after videotaping somebody in Japan that had just taken their life? Like,
I think it's because he was just like stupid famous at the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's been just like people, or not, maybe not forgiven, but people just move on.
I have a theory why like Logan's doing a fight with KSI, and it's probably because Logan probably couldn't bring as many numbers as like KSI and Jake.
Double main event, dude. Yeah, and that's a funny thing is when he's talking to Jake and he's like, yeah, everybody wants to see me. It's like, what?
No one cares.
You can't even do a standalone main event
I actually
want
to watch Jake because I'm like, you see him like progressing.
Yeah, he's lost one and like.
And that was like
4 fights.
Honestly, that was a super close fight. Him and Tom.
And he fought an actual boxer that's been boxing. Like Logan Paul fought Mayweather. Like, what do you say? What did he tell him like 4 years ago?
And the Mayweather fight wasn't even real, bro.
Dude, Mayweather's all about money, bro. He literally just went.
It was a show. Yeah.
If he felt that Logan Paul was gonna knock him out or something, he probably would have like knocked him out.
Yeah.
But like he probably was like, this is just toying for me, right?
Yeah,
like,
he was playing with him, bro.
Yeah. That's why it's like, bro, what are you talking about? Even Jake told him like, dude, I'm your brother. Of course I'm gonna be like, yeah, you won that fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's his brother, bro. What is he gonna say? No, you fucking lost.
I remember watching the fight, and Jake Paul at the same time was like tweeting like, yo, Logan is winning this fight after the first round and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Logan's.
But they're like, dude, how do you not know? That's your brother too. He's a troll, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's crazy how he's calmed down since then. He got more humble.
No, for sure. Just because he's like, I think he found his passion, which is boxing. Yeah. So it's like,
dude, it's because like any sport, like once you start and you're training every day, you just fall in love.
He's in it, bro.
Yeah,
he's in it.
Fall in love with the sport.
And that's so funny that Logan thinks he can beat Jake. Like, I think he would wreck him.
Yeah, Jake Paul would wreck him.
And then he's like, okay, let's fight. And then he's like, I would never fight you, man.
You're my brother. Yeah. Jake knows that you beat him. You're like, come on.
For sure he would.
Just because like they work out in the same gym doesn't mean that they're on the same level.
Dude, the only other person that Logan has fought and lost to again. KSI is not even like.
Yeah, I think KSI is gonna get destroyed against Tommy Fury.
For sure, I think so.
Unless he pulls some BS where he elbows him in the face or something.
Yeah, like his last fight.
Yeah. I really do think he's gonna lose.
I think he would even lose to Jake, bro. Too.
Dude, even Tommy Fury's like, yo, like he's not on Jake's level. Like,
no, for
Jake's
sure,
way better than him.
Dude, it's because like these guys, they haven't even been in the boxing game and they think they could just hop in and.
Dude, yeah, KSI's been doing like play fights.
Yeah,
he's been playing like or fighting YouTubers, not even like fighters like Jake, you know.
He's probably training at one of those like boxing gyms, but they're like
Title
workout
fitness?
gyms. Yeah. They're just like workout gyms.
Probably, bro. Seriously, I kind of like. I didn't even know the fight was happening until Dillon Danis started tweeting on it.
Yeah. No, yeah, and it's funny because we've been talking a lot about combat sports recently, you and me, just in personal.
Yeah.
And it's just like crazy to think like all these guys are big, and they, like Logan and KSI, they're pretty tall, right?
I think Logan's like 6'2" or something like that, and KSI's like 5'11".
And then Tommy Fury's like what? He's 5'11", I think, right?
No.
Oh no, he's 6'1".
He's like 6'1" or 6'2".
Okay. I think he would beat them though. I think he's got to beat
who?
Both.
Oh, Tommy Fury would beat both of them?
Yeah,
he for sure would beat Logan. I think so too. I mean, Jake's better than them, and he slightly beat Jake. Yeah. I think it's just that he's a cleaner fighter.
Yeah,
he was able to get more punches in.
Yeah, he's probably got more technical advantage.
Yeah, he's been boxing his whole life.
Yeah. It's just crazy how like everything that goes into combat sports, like your weight, height, technical.
Everything. And then Tommy Fury has like crazy reach, even though like he's a certain height, his arms are like the fucking
dude. Yes,
like as if he's as tall as LeBron.
Dude, reach is such a unless you're a very, very, very experienced fighter, like getting past his arm is like
his jab is too much. Yeah,
I remember because I'm not a pro or anything, but I was in martial arts one time, right? And dude, I remember this. I remember this boxer guy came to our gym. Yeah. He was trying to try out the class. And our class was more of a self-defense kind of like karate type class. Yeah. And dude, that guy schooled everyone in there. And even he had a longer reach or what? No, he just like knew how to get in. Oh. And that's because I was throwing kicks at him. He wasn't throwing kicks.
Yeah.
And he just knew how to get in. Like he would like crowd you super fast. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like there's some fight like okay. I think the perfect fight to talk about is the Sugar Sean fight this past weekend.
Yeah.
So like I think they're about similar height, or maybe Sugar was taller.
I think Sugar might have been a little bit taller.
So in the fight, it's crazy how things are happening so fast and your brain has to process it immediately.
Oh my god.
Where like that guy missed and Sugar immediately knew like
he countered, fuck. Yeah,
he countered.
Dude, I love watching.
Who was he fighting? I don't even know his name. I just know Sugar
I think it's Aljamain Sterling or something like that.
Okay. You saw that though,
but
right?
that guy was that guy was a pretty good fighter too, apparently.
Yeah.
Even Sugar Sean said himself that if
that was his biggest fight.
Like that. He said that if it went to the ground, he probably wouldn't have won.
Yeah,
but luckily he knocked him out. Dude, he's a really good like skills, bro. Like
Sugar.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's more surprising is that he like smokes, drinks, parties.
Yeah.
He hooks up with people.
No, but he says that when he's in training camp, which is like 3 or 4 months before the fight, he's like all in. Like he probably doesn't even see his chick or anything. Like he's just in. No, the fighters when they go like they're about to fight, they get dialed into like a training camp.
He did mention that he doesn't even jerk off because like if he jerks off and he works out like the next day or the day of,
he'll feel like
gassed.
Shit. Yeah.
He gasses.
I love watching like fighters on podcasts because they ask him all these like interesting questions.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Well, no, that one. I mean, that's a cool like. You don't know that.
Yeah, I
mean,
they
people,
always say
right?
that. Like even football players, like you're not supposed to hook up the day before.
Yeah. Unless you're like some crazy like. There's some interesting people out there, but no. What I think is interesting is like when they ask them about the process, like what they're thinking of when they're in the fight. Sometimes they'll just be like, I'm just throwing. Like you get into this mode where you're just like acting and reacting. You know.
Yeah, I feel like you don't even think. It's just all reaction.
It's just instinctual.
Yeah. I don't think you don't have enough time to think. It's all instinctual.
It's just reaction time, like just like that's Israel Adesanya. That guy. Have you seen his training where he does like with the lights?
No, I didn't.
Oh, dude, you should watch it.
Dude, so you remember my trainer from a long time ago?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, so one time him and I were in a boxing sparring match, Bro, he was throwing so many punches like and so fast I couldn't even see. Like, I felt like I couldn't see
yeah,
shit.
dude, it's just a flurry of punches.
Yeah, it's just like boom, 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 boom.
That's how I felt when I went up against that boxing guy.
Oh, really?
And that's because the boxing guy was just like he was like probably like a year or maybe half a year into boxing.
Really?
Yeah,
dude, yeah, that's how
it's
I
just
felt.
a difference in some martial arts, you know.
I was like, holy shit! I literally couldn't see anything. I was just like holding my arms up so I won't get punched in the face.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, reaction time that's what it comes down to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
crazy.
because like you can see something and then kind of try.
Yeah, and I was like thinking too. I was like, bro, what do I do?
Yeah. In your own head, you're like trying to think, but you're also kind of slowing down because you're like trying to process what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
No, fighting is definitely an interesting sport, and it is pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess back to the Dillon Danis stuff. I mean, so you think it's too far? Yeah, I agree, but I think like since it's Logan, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And since we're not really explaining what happens, he's been posting hella like an absurd amount of pictures of Logan's fiance. Right? They're not married yet, right?
Yeah, it's his fiance. But
Yeah.
I think they said it's like 60 plus dudes that
Yeah.
like
So
you can tell like she's like making out with or like
partners.
Yeah.
Just partners that she's been with, and I mean, I don't even know what to say because it's like
some of them are just photos, but
yeah. Some of it is just like he's trolling, right? Some of them
are just trolling, but like some
of
them
is like yeah, and then like the whole internet is like, oh my god, this girl's been like run through or something. Like she's been with everyone.
Dude, yeah, bro.
Like I literally saw he posted a picture of her and Bill Nye.
I think my favorite one is like someone posted a meme, and you know that one where it's like the girl, like they're facing, like their backs are facing the couple.
Oh
they're
yeah.
in bed, and the girl's like, I wonder what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
And it's like him, like, I wonder why I'm the only one that hasn't hooked up with her. I thought that was so
oh
funny,
my god,
bro.
That's a big thing. Yeah, we need to talk about that because like there was a clip that came out of Logan on his podcast with his fiance, and she was on there, and they were talking about basically he was like telling her, I can't believe you made, like he was basically salty that she made him wait so long to have sex together. Yeah, to hook up. And then everybody's like trolling because they're like, bro, like she's on the internet, like there's been so many videos of her that come out
on
where
X.
she's
just say X, bro.
Yeah, sorry, on X on Twitter, where she's been saying like, yeah, like that's what she loves. Basically, she loves hooking up, is what she says.
Yeah, that's her thing.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, bro, it's crazy, like this girl's digital footprint, because like
I think like in her case though, she was like, oh, like I like this guy, I want to settle down with him, I don't want to screw it up. I think that was probably her thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
And like, oh man, it's such a complex subject, I would say, because like Dillon Danis is like, well, all this shit is public, right? And to a certain point,
I agree. It's all Googleable.
I agree because like if you sign up to be a famous person, like everything you do is out there, right? So it's like, okay, right? But then also like it's kind of fucked up, bro. Like some of the stuff he has been posting is like,
well, you know what I think is messed up? So the whole thing about Dillon Danis and Logan Paul, they just had like a little conference in London.
Yeah.
And like Dillon is like telling him, like at first he was claiming that he'd never called her a slut or whore or I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the conference he was literally telling Logan to his face like, yeah, she's a slut.
Yeah.
And Logan didn't do shit about it, bro. Like honestly, I wouldn't let that slide.
Yeah.
Like I would at least like try to fight them. They're about to fight each other like in real life.
Yeah.
You know.
Or like match. That's another thing too because Dillon Danis was saying
Logan should stand up for his girl. In my opinion.
Yeah, but like that's what I was gonna say. Like Logan didn't want the face off.
Yeah.
Because Dillon Danis wanted the face off. So like, bro, get a punch in or something at the face off. You know why don't you want the face off?
Yeah, like it's always like freebie there.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
They always push each other or some shit. Like, get something in there for your girl, bro. But like he was like, no, I didn't want the face off.
I don't know why he didn't want it. I don't understand. I don't know if he's just too pissed or what.
I mean, with more reason though, like go fuck him up.
Logan's a pussy.
I think so, man. I don't know why he.
And it does feel like Dillon's gonna like drop out of the fight.
Yeah, that's another thing we were talking about. Because the way he's been talking after, like he switched up real quick.
Yeah, he was like, I don't like how I was disrespected. Like I wanted to face off with Logan. They wanted to kiss basically.
That's what I'm saying too, though. Like if you were disrespected, then fucking go fight him. Like shit, prove yourself.
So, I mean, I don't know. People are like, dude, maybe you should just prove that like you're bringing viewers to the fight because like just stop posting. Prove to the zone that like without you, there's no viewers. Then they would like get you the face off. They'll get you interviews because Logan was like, I guess,
because they won't be making as much money.
Interviews with him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there was only one person that did an interview with Dillon Danis.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree. Like, just because like he's talking all this shit doesn't mean like you cut him off from interviews or
no. Yeah, bro. Off, what are you talking about?
Like you asked for this fight. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah, and and it does seem like he will, to be honest, because he does have a history of dropping out of fights. Yeah. And I think you didn't know that, but
I didn't know that.
But yeah, he dropped out of a couple of fights already. Before.
I know about the KSI one because that's what they kept on talking about.
And so I mean, and also like it's also like he is at a very big disadvantage because Logan at least has some boxing experience. This guy's like majority of his skill is grappling, jiu-jitsu, ground game. Like, so if he goes into the fight, I think Logan has it, but I think he should go regardless. You've already talked it up too much. I
honestly I didn't even know the fight was happening until Dillon was like posting stuff. So I agree. He's bringing eyes. I think he should get his fair share. No, I agree
that he's definitely doing 90% of the marketing for them.
For sure, 90%. Like, I don't ever see KSI posting anything except for that one.
KSI is like, oh, Prime?
Prime? Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Dude, but you know what else is cool is how, like all the fighters are kind of, like, integrating, like, anime.
Yes. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that.
Right? Like, Michael B. Jordan with his fight in Creed 3. Apparently, it was, like, supposed to be, like, you told me, I think it was after the Sakura fight or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or was it a Sakura fight or was it the Lee fight? I don't know.
I'm not sure. It might have been the Sakura versus Shin.
I forgot the reference, but apparently he had like referenced Naruto in the fight.
Dang, bro. Naruto has such amazing fights.
I love the taijutsu fights the most.
The taijutsu fights are
They're like the best, yeah.
That one, I think the one that I had mentioned was Captain America versus Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
I think that one they modeled it after that fight with Shin.
Or they vice versa, because Captain America
came out came out after it. My bad.
But I don't know, like that fight, the one with Captain America and Winter Soldier, it reminds me so much of like Sasuke fighting in like the Chunin exams in the forest.
A lot of people say it's more like the Kakashi versus Obito one, because he does the whole thing with the knife.
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we need to see him back.
It's because in Naruto, like the original, they use the kunai more than they do in the Shippuden.
I love that because the kunai is like, I don't know, it's just like something about the kunai, man.
I do think it's pretty cool when like someone like Itachi, because he doesn't have a sword, he doesn't have anything.
He just freaking deflects everything with the kunai, bro.
Like when it's okay. Have you seen the fight where Itachi fought Kisame?
Yeah.
And like Kisame, he's like brings out Samehada.
Yeah.
And Itachi blocks it with a fucking kunai. And then Asuma's
think about like, how much strength you have to have, bro.
Like, and Asuma was like using two hands, and he's like, "Oh shit! Like this guy's too strong." So I thought I think it's always cool whenever Itachi uses a kunai.
Dude, I don't know how they get to those strength levels. That's insane.
He's just used to it. He's built different.
This is different, bro. Itachi.
he was born from a different breed, man.
Yeah. I think Sugar Sean loves anime too, right?
I don't know. Does he?
Was it Sugar Sean?
I'm not sure, bro.
One of the fighters.
Wait, what did you think of the new Boruto manga that came out? That's why I brought up anime, because I wanted to know about the Boruto thing.
It looked super cool. I like the.
You read it, right?
Yeah, I like that the time skip is already basically here happening.
My only issue is that Boruto comes back and he's stronger than Otsutsuki. You know, like what the hell, bro?
After training for like what, 2 years, 3 years?
3 years, yeah.
Yeah, everybody. I don't know. I think the designs are.
The time skip is 3 years, and in the manga, Code says that last time he saw Boruto was 2 years ago.
Oh, so he saw him like during the time skip.
He saw him during the time skip. So people are assuming that Sasuke died.
Maybe that's in the
that's when he died or something like that 2 years ago.
Yeah, because everybody's like, yeah, Sasuke died. Because Boruto comes back basically with Sasuke's cloak and his sword.
All clean. Yeah. Super clean.
Yeah, he looks dope. Also, the I always love the time skips because I'm like, how are they gonna make them different?
Yeah,
always fire. Like I liked when Sasuke's first outfit, like the little blue shirt with the white and everything.
Yeah,
I thought that was fire. And then when he leaves, and then they find him again, and he has the like that belt where the Orochimaru and the shirt looks pretty clean there too, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so clean, bro.
Yeah, and then Naruto always looks fire too.
I kind of like the way Sarada looked too.
Which part? And
the time skip.
Oh yeah.
I
think Naruto looked the best though. That orange and black combo. Perfect.
Oh yeah, bro. It was like, cause like you know how Naruto is supposed to be like a playful type of person.
Yeah.
It still gives that playful vibe, you know, with the orange.
It just looks like a tracksuit too. Like
it looks so dope.
It's badass.
I wonder if Boruto like ever wore it, cause I don't know if you ever. Oh yeah, in the movie he wears Naruto's old. Like,
the shirt.
Shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
Tracksuit.
I'm not sure.
It does look like a tracksuit though. It probably is.
Yeah. It's just different clothing, but overall I think it's badass how he showed up to the leaf. He just stomps on his head. Bro. He's like, that's not how you talk to women.
That was too much. He literally just like shat on him.
Yeah, that's so hardcore. And Code is like, he's not a weak character either.
Yeah, he's like, supposed to be stronger than Ishiki.
Yeah,
that's why I'm like, bro. So what? He's stronger than like all of Shippuden.
Yeah, know? And then I think we talked about it last time, but you mentioned that that you don't like how he basically just comes back and he's a god, even though Naruto had to like work.
That's why, like,
basically the entirety of Shippuden to get there.
And that's because he didn't even get there. Like, like he was super strong and like he was able to fight Madara barely at the end, but because
but then he lost most of that power.
No? Like gave him power, but I like seeing like the grind. You know what I mean? Like he comes back. Basically, he just perfected Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah, because now it's like where are they gonna go from here?
Yeah, and then like,
which is interesting too. At the same time, to be fair,
if Sasuke's dead, who has been? Oh, well, they basically said who's been protecting is Kawaki. Never mind.
Yeah,
but basically, it feels like they're just trying to get Sasuke and Naruto out of the show
for sure.
Or of the manga.
That's why I'm like, okay, so then what? Why do you have Naruto in the little dimension? Then just kill him off.
They probably will kill him off. Yeah,
I think they'll lose the fan. They'll lose a big chunk of the fan base.
But it's because how do you bring Naruto back and then him not be able to do anything? Like his whole thing was like he saves the village. You know what I mean? Like not even Kakashi was able to save the village once. In Shippuden.
I don't know, bro. That's the problem of like. That's the problem with bringing these characters into like let's say they would have done a time skip, but like it's just Boruto grown up, like all the generation, but not everybody else is dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you saw, but Legend of Korra.
No, I haven't seen it.
So Legend of Korra is
Avatar or what?
It's Avatar: Last Airbender, but it's like Legend of Korra is like it's Aang, but like his kids like are old already. So like you don't see Aang or anything like that, and everybody thinks that Aang is one of the biggest or the best avatars. But you don't see that guy, you know, at all in the show, because all his time already passed, and his kids are almost already gone.
You know what's crazy? That the Avatar: Last Airbender is not an anime.
Dude, I know.
It's like an American,
and it's
made
such
show.
A good. Dude, every time I see, this is a little tangent, but every time I see, you know, those commercials for the lights that go behind your TV, that kind of react to what you're watching. Yeah. Every time I see commercials on TikTok for that, it's always a fight between oh man, what's his name? The brother and the sister, the firebenders.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's always a fight with them because it's so, beautiful fight. Because
she has like she has lightning, right?
Red.
Yeah.
She has lightning, but her flames are blue.
Oh, okay.
And his are red.
Yeah.
So it's just like a very cinematic experience.
Yeah. I only watched the part because I used to watch that show when I was younger, but like. You know how Nickelodeon was, where it's like very inconsistent which episodes they should put.
Oh yeah,
like they'll put like
they randomize them, right?
Yeah, they put episode 100, and then the next episode that plays after that one ends, it's like episode 90. It's like what the hell,
dude? After because I remember I used to watch SpongeBob like that, but I never cared because SpongeBob, like every episode is a banger.
That actually pissed me off about SpongeBob too, because like it'll be like up or like it'll show you kind of like what's up next.
Yeah,
and then that one doesn't ever come. I'm like, bro, come on.
But every episode was a banger up until like. I think I hit probably like 12 years old. Yeah. And then those new seasons started coming out and they weren't as good. So I was like, now when they're adding those randomized episodes, I'm like, I'm good.
I haven't seen them, but dude, yeah, fucking SpongeBob is so good, honestly.
It is.
I've been watching it recently because my kids.
They really?
Yeah, they
I
like
can't put
it.
it in my house. My parents hate it.
Really?
I used to watch it against their will.
Dude, it's so funny, honestly.
It's so funny, bro. But I think like the new seasons are not that good.
Dude, so wait, you were going somewhere with this, like the whole Bartos thing.
Oh yeah, I think that they should have just left those characters in the past, like Naruto and Sasuke, and just kind of continued on with maybe like Boruto.
Well, I kind of like the way they did it because like it's kind of like when you have like rich parents. Like usually when you see like a kid with like rich parents, they're kind of like spoiled, and that's basically Boruto.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like he has to go through like issues, basically trouble, to like mature from that. You know what I mean? And that's basically what Boruto's about. Like him maturing.
Yeah, he got humbled in the first.
He got
before
humbled
the time skip hardcore.
After like everyone turning on him, basically.
On the fight too. On the was it the Chunin exams?
Right? Oh yeah, that was. He didn't even get humbled from that. Like he didn't learn from it. He was just like that's true, he got pissed at Naruto for like catching him. Stupid, so typical spoiled shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's been doing. We'll see because it's just barely the first. It's not even out yet, right? It's a leak.
No, it's out. Yeah, it's
out. Yeah. Okay, well then I guess we'll see what comes next.
We have to wait till next month. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. I hate it.
But have you been keeping up with any other animes?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, I need to watch it on Crunchyroll. Dude,
I've been watching it. And it feels so similar to like Naruto, but it doesn't at the same time.
Like in terms of plot or what?
Kind of, because like there's a character that has a demon in them.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, like that's kind of like Naruto, but maybe it's my brain like connecting.
Yeah,
you know?
You just want it to be like.
Yeah, and then like obviously like Gojo's like supposed to be like Kakashi.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just super OP, he doesn't lose. You know.
Yeah.
Like Kakashi never lost, but he never like. I mean, he does win, but he doesn't always win.
Yeah.
He's like kind of like a standstill, kind of like with the Kakuzo and Hidan. He didn't like win or lose.
Yeah.
Naruto had to like go in there and
help him out,
clean up. You know,
dude, that was a good fight.
I think the only one he did lose was like the pain one. But
for sure.
I think like what screwed him up was Choji and his dad being there.
Yeah. That pissed me off, bro. I didn't even want to talk about it. All the guy had to do was like go.
Dude, I was so sad. So like when that part came out, it wasn't on anime. It was just like on manga.
Where you didn't know that he was gonna come back.
Yeah, like whenever I read that Kakashi died, I was like, I closed the book and I was like, no.
You should have single tear.
I was like, it can't be like this, bro.
Dude, it was sad. Like I was getting chills when right after when Naruto shows up, and he has Sage Jutsu, so he can sense literally everyone's chakra, and he asks Tsunade, he's like, is Kakashi out on a mission? And she just stays quiet. I was like, oh, fuck, dude.
Dude, that was too hard, right?
That was too emotional, bro.
That was too hard. I think that one, and then the part that was too hard, too, is that...
Jiraiya or what?
The Jiraiya part, where he was like, why did you send him? You could have gone. All this shit. Yeah. He should have been Hokage.
He's like, you go get it. Dude, she wouldn't have done anything against those queens. At least he killed 3, right? 2?
He didn't even kill him.
Oh, I mean, technically, yeah. Because they got revived.
And those are the easiest ones. Yeah. It was like the summoning dude.
Those are the ones that Naruto wrecked like right away.
Right away. But I mean, he had the information on them.
Yeah.
And I think that was like the whole thing with Ishiki too. Like they had issues with him, but because they're trying to figure out his jutsu at the same time, they're fighting him.
Yeah. It's always funny when they go fight someone and then the villain is like, oh, like basically explaining how they work throughout the fight. And they're like, thanks for telling me. And then they beat him.
I don't think they did that anymore, but
they did that in some fights. But
I think that was like
I think it was early in the beginning. Yeah, early.
But I think like
because the villains were too cocky then in the beginning.
Yeah. I don't know why people like Zabuza. I can't get over that. I don't like.
Oh, the demon guy from the mist.
I don't like him.
Dude, they got wrecked by Guy's dad, and he didn't even have all 8 gates.
I know, that's funny, right?
Yeah.
He did have 8 gates. That's how he died. That's how Guy.
He used the 8th?
Yeah. That's how Guy's dad died. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. Yeah.
No, he probably got killed because if he would have used it, dude, think about it.
They said only 3 survived out of the 8 or the 7.
I know, but none of them would have survived. Is what I'm saying. Dude,
I don't know.
Guy used 8 gates on Madara, bro. You're telling me this guy...
But Guy's a trained dude. Guy's dad was never trained.
Maybe. Maybe he just killed 3 and then he missed and then just died.
He killed 4, actually, because only 3 survived out of the 7.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Then maybe he missed the other ones.
And obviously the one that survived was the guy that had Samehada.
Yeah. That guy could have probably absorbed his chakra.
I think what's his name? What was the guy from the Hoji family?
I don't remember.
Sasuke's like water jutsu guy from the mist. Segasu's brother. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Was it Hoji? Maybe it's Hoji. I forget, bro.
I don't know.
It's been so long. But yeah, I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I like it a lot. It's definitely a different concept. It's basically they're fighting like demons. It feels like Dude. Not demons, like souls, I guess. I don't know. Curses, that's what they call them, but they're basically like demons.
Yeah, it's like it's all about curse energy or something like that, right? Yeah, I keep seeing a bunch of stuff.
And it feels like Gojo's like the only one that has like powers. I'm only like in episode 8 or 9.
Oh, I'm gonna catch up to you then.
Yeah, you probably could in one night.
Well, I need to finish first. I'm about to finish the newest season of Demon Slayer. Yeah. Which is awesome. Do
you like that one more than Naruto?
It's different.
It's different.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Visually, I like it more just because it's more up to date.
I saw someone say that it was overhyped, but
nah, I don't think so. I think it's like it's really good. But it's finite. Like Naruto kept going. I think after there's gonna be maybe like 1 or 2 more seasons. That's it.
Oh really?
Yeah, because basically like
they kill the demons or what?
Yeah, they're gonna win obviously they're gonna win the fight. Like it's but when they win the fight, like it's such a unique show because the strongest you can become in that show is a Hashira, which is like the strongest form of a swordsman. And even those guys, they cannot go up against more than one. There's like demons, and there's like the devil, I guess you could say. And then he has his demons, and then they're ranked. So obviously the number 1 is like the strongest upper rank demon, and then there's like the 6. So if those Hashira go up against more than one of those upper ranks, they're done. Like they can't beat them because they're too strong. So it's like it's an interesting show in that sense because like they all have to kind of like
fight together. What?
Yeah, because otherwise they're fucked. Because like you cannot beat like the powers that these upper ranks have is just too fucked up.
That's interesting that they have a limit.
Yeah, that's why I think it's interesting because like in normal anime, it's like
they train or something. Yeah. Or they in the fight they find a new technique.
I guess what you could say is that the risk factor is greater because like
there's limits or
something. Because these guys are like we're just human. Like if we get fucking hurt, like we're done, right? But the demons can regenerate. They have like all these extra powers that are bestowed upon them.
You should watch Attack on Titan after that.
I haven't. I've watched the first 2 episodes, but it's kind of hard because it's very graphic.
Yeah. So, I get you. Yeah.
That's cool. With the kids, but Demon Slayer we try to watch when they're asleep. Dude, it's just so good, bro. I wish you were watching it because this latest season is like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I'll probably pick it up. I just want to finish Jujutsu Kaisen first, and then I'll catch that one up.
I think you would enjoy it because first of all, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And the first season is like 8 episodes, so you would watch it real quick.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then the first season is
kind of
30
minutes long or what? They're 30 minutes long also?
I think the first one is an hour, and then it's like 30 minutes, yeah. But the second season is where it's at. Yeah. The second season, there's this guy named Rengoku. You're going to love that guy. He's like every Hashira, which is like upper level swordsman.
Yeah.
They have like a unique, how to explain, like element kind of to them. So like there can be a stone Hashira, there can be a wind Hashira, there's a fire one, things like that. And then out of those, there's like other Hashira that kind of like there's a mist one. So obviously derived from like water or wind, So like elements. There's and then there's like 4 main ones I think, and then from there they derive. But there's this one. His name is Zenitsu, and that's the one I have on my phone. But basically he's a lightning one, and he doesn't. So you can learn a form like a lightning, for example, but there can be like 10 of them. This guy didn't learn anything past the first one, but he learned that one. So yeah, he mastered it. So we're like, it's like way beyond anybody's level. Yeah. So every time he fights someone, he uses that one, and it's like too good. Like, and it's also funny because that guy, he's super scared. He doesn't like to fight demons, and when he faces a demon, he falls asleep, and he fights in his sleep because of how like intense he trained. So like
that's interesting. It's all instinct or what? Basically.
Yeah. So he falls asleep, and then like another personality comes out of him, but he's asleep the whole time.
That's interesting.
So he's fighting
What the hell?
Yeah, it's super crazy.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. For sure.
I think you would love it, bro.
Dude, but you know what else is going on? This will be the last topic we talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
Trump.
Oh, dude, I saw that mugshot, bro.
Mugshot, bro.
I saw the one you sent me with Boruto.
Yeah, there's like a little like side by side with Boruto in the time skip and Trump, and it does
the face he's making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too funny, bro. There's too many memes on that mugshot right now,
dude. I didn't even know. I don't understand why they arrested him.
I don't know. I think it's based on like having files in his house or something. I don't know. I'm not sure why this time. I just feel like they're just trying to get him on something personally. But I like
that mugshot was legendary, bro.
I like Joe Biden's take on it. They're like, "What did you think of that mugshot? Handsome guy." You saw that?
Yeah, I did.
It's too funny, bro. That's the only thing I wanted to say about it. I thought it was funny as fuck.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm surprised they got a mugshot on him, honestly. He's a billionaire.
I saw that. I saw that he said he was like, I wanna, like he chose how to take it or something like that. Like he basically told him how he wanted to take it.
Bro, you know what's crazy about that mugshot though? I will say is that he's a tall dude. He's like 6'4".
Dude, that's another thing I saw.
So the camera was like pointing down on him.
Did you see what he said?
No, what did he say?
That he told them basically his, like they didn't take his measurements. He told them.
Yeah.
So he said he was like, yeah, I'm 6'3", 215 pounds. And then everybody's like, "Shut the fuck up!" Because they put a side by side with they put a side by side with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is 6'2", 220.
He's skinny as fuck. Yeah, dude.
So it's hilarious. Like
he's probably like 300 pounds.
No, yeah, honestly. For sure, bro. Yeah. He's way too big.
But I thought he was like taller than 6'3". Interesting.
That's what
he makes Steve O'Doul look tiny.
Yeah. He told them like that's what I want. Yeah.
He should have said 5'5".
But I mean, he might be 6'4", but he hunches.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I don't know.
He does hunch hardcore.
Yeah. He's like that. Or maybe he's 6'5". Shit, I don't know.
6'5". Maybe he's 6'8".
7 foot.
Dude, I mean, honestly, I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
We'll report on it next time.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe,
follow,
Twitter.
Turn on that noted bell.
Peace.